Welcome to Appalachian Driven, and today we're going to be installing a charge pop and as well tuning my 535i BMW. And you're probably wondering why we're doing this, and we're actually going to try to make this car faster than the F10 M5. And with these two parts right here, we're going to be getting it up to around 500 horsepower. And these parts are really essential when it comes to making power in this type of car. The plastic charge pop is not going to work. It's going to disintegrate as soon as you tune it and start adding more boost. The charge pop we went with today is HPS, and it's a pretty good brand. You can pull it up online. It's going to cost you probably $250 to $300. And then the MHD tuning software is going to probably run anywhere from $100 to about $300, depending on what type of tune you go with. But we're going to start off, we're going to install the charge pop first, and just make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment, and maybe you can give us some parts that you even installed on your car. All right, so I've already pulled out the old charge pop, and I already have this one pretty much ready to go and ready to be installed. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing right here. I've already removed the, I guess whatever it is, the pipe that runs air to the intake or whatever. So pretty much I'm just going to throw this thing on here the best that I can. It's pretty much, it's a top fit through here, that's for sure. Once you kind of get it down on here, you're gonna want to put the, you're gonna want to frickin' twist it the best that you can. Well, it's not working with me right now. All right, well, we're gonna try to push this stupid thing down here again. All right, so you definitely want to put the plastic in first, or else you're not going to put the actual good piece in. Oh my God, dude. I'm starting to get upset. I'm getting upset. I'm upset. All right. Go. All right, that was actually a little bit harder of a process than I thought it was going to be. I got it on the plastic part, and I'll also have it connected to the engine now, and I'm just trying to line it up to make sure that this little metal piece that you have to push down is on it the right way, which it's not on it the right way currently. Well, hold on. Didn't make that tick noise or whatever. Okay, see, it wasn't on or whatever. Now I just pulled it completely out, which is depressing. But it's a process. All right, so I think I got it on. Nope, still ain't got it on. Nope. All right, it's on. And it ain't coming off. It's on there. It's good now. You just gotta wiggle a little bit, and then it's gonna go on. All right, so don't forget about like your sensor right here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on here. I don't even know what type of sensor it is, but it's on there. And now I'm gonna tighten these clamps down the best I can just to make sure they don't fly off. So I'll probably be back here in a minute because it's going to take a minute because we ain't got no ratchets. All right, so I got these hose clamps pretty tight or whatever. The one that's kind of on the aluminum part, it doesn't matter really how tight you get it. You just have to be careful with this plastic one. But now all I'm pretty much doing is I'm adding the, I don't know what I'm adding really. I'm just adding this sensor back. It's another sensor that you have to add. And that one just goes in easy, and it's just pretty much held on by like 2 little screws or whatever, so it's not a big deal. But the charge pipe, honestly, it's a fairly easy install. You really, I mean, you could do this at home easy, no problem. I mean, it goes on exactly how the other charge pipe comes back on. Like,
yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Like, there's really not much to it. I mean, you really don't even have to fabricate anything or any of that nature, so pretty fairly easy. But I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten these back up, and I'm gonna have to hook back up the intake or whatever. Then we're gonna get to the fun part, and we're gonna make sure that there ain't no boost leak on this thing. I'm kind of just putting this piece back on the best way that I possibly can, because honestly, this part does not want to work with you whatsoever. It's honestly miserable. So pretty much you're just gonna want to slam it in there and cram it in there as hard as you possibly can and hope nothing breaks, because it is a BMW, and for some reason their plastic is not really that durable at all. Oh yeah, another cool thing about this car is well, the intake you can move, like there's nothing really holding it down at all. Like it just has a couple little pieces or whatever it is. You can literally just twist it a little bit and get it out of your way. And if this don't go back in here in a second, I'm probably gonna cry. We're in.
Yeah, boy.
See that? It's connected. It's really cool, ain't it? Oh my God. Okay. Once you put that stupid thing in, it's good. It's 1,000 horsepower now, so. All right, so the charge pop, it's installed. We're good to go. I'm actually gonna get in the car and just make sure there ain't a boost leak or whatever. I'm just gonna do a few revs. So I think we're good on the boost leak or whatever, and so now we get to the fun part. We're going to be able to tune the car, and also probably add some burbles to it and see what it sounds like, and we're going to see how much horsepower we're going to be up to. All right, so now we're going to be tuning the car using MHD. It's really easy. All you have to do is download it on either your iPhone, iPad, doesn't matter. But we're going to be running a stage 2 tune. The car has downpipes, and now we just installed a charge pop, so we're going to be able to run quite a bit of boost through the car and it actually be safe. And we're probably going to add a little bit of burbles to make the car, you know, a little bit more depth or the sound or whatever. But I'm going to be tuning it through my iPad or whatever. So let's see here. Let's get this thing on. Well, how did that get there? All right, so the MHD is like pretty easy. You just install the little piece up underneath your car. We'll put that in the video so you'll see what it is, but it's like around $100. But so right now, all I'm doing is pretty much going through this. I'm gonna hit stage 2 because I have all the parts necessary for it. And once we do that, then it's gonna ask us if we wanna add burbles and just some like other features, you know, how long, or, you know, you can even actually add anti-lag, which, I mean, the car doesn't build that much boost, but it does sound really, really cool. Once we get that installed, we'll show that about the car too. But all I'm gonna do pretty much is just go through here, click a bunch of buttons, and hope the car doesn't blow up when we start it. So, you know, once I hit the map right button, we're gonna pray. So we're gonna wanna tune everything up to as high as it'll possibly go. So when you go down the road, there's a possibility the car might blow completely up. All right, so the MHD tune just got finished. So we're gonna start it up and we're gonna hope it doesn't blow up. So. Tune went pretty good. I mean, there seems to be no issues or whatever. I'm gonna do like a few small revs, and we're gonna see if the burbles are, you know, aggressive enough, and see about that. So. All right, so I didn't hear any burbles, so just let it, you know, I guess run a little bit and let it get a little warm, and then I'm gonna try to rev it up again. All right, so I've let the engine warm up a little bit more. I'm gonna give it, you know, probably just a few soft revs to see if the burbles took or whatever, and we're gonna see if this thing will pop a little bit. So right now I'm just probably gonna rev it up, not too much, you know, just a a few small revs. And we're gonna see what happens. That's perfect. That is perfect. All right, so it sounds honestly like the video is probably not going to do any justice of what it sounds like, but I also added anti-lag on the car, and we're also going to see what that sounds like. So I'm going to probably rev it up to about 3,000 RPMs, and then I'm going to hit the anti-lag, and we're going to see what happens. Maybe the car has to be in neutral. All right, we're gonna find out. All right, so I'm not really sure if the car is supposed to be in neutral or not. I had it in park, and it definitely did not want to do anti-lag, so it's in neutral now, and we're gonna see if the anti-lag will engage. That sounds crazy. That's insane. That is insane. All right, so that pretty much sums it up for the video. The car is now stage 2. It has burbles, and there's also anti-lag added to it. If you want to see a video on how the car reacts to it, we can do a separate video on like a POV drive with the horsepower, and we can even mic up the car so you can get like a better audio of it. But this is just one of the first parts to this series. We're gonna see like how this car is gonna do. We're gonna see how much power we can add to it and it actually stay reliable. We're gonna do everything perfect. Like we're not gonna, you know, halfway do it. It's gonna be done right, just so we can kind of get an idea of like how reliable this car is gonna withstand and hold that type of power. And you know, we're gonna get some wheels to it. We're gonna probably lower it. We're gonna do quite a few things to it, so it's not gonna be looking the same too much longer. We got a Supra. We're gonna be adding some parts to it. You know, if you like Supras and stuff, we're gonna be tuning it. We're gonna be adding an exhaust to it, maybe even add some new rims to it. I mean, it obviously has a B58. The B58 is the way to go with the, you know, newer standard of cars. I mean, all you need on those things, downpipe and tune, and you're probably at 550, 600 horsepower, which is insane. But if you made it this far along in the video, just make sure you like and subscribe, you know, leave a comment. Let us know what kind of cars you have and maybe some stuff that you want to see. But we're gonna head out. It's kind of cold, so.